Having no patience for those little games, Chang Ting complains, telling the woman to just spit out what's going on already. Before anything else, she introduces herself as the Scorpion Woman belonging to the 12 Celestial Stars, a mysterious group of mercenaries. That gorilla who attacked you is one of ours, she says with an evil smile. Realizing that this could be some kind of revenge, Takedo draws his weapon and threatens that damned woman. Calming down Ting's frightened friend, a woman says her real intention is to make them an offer. Before Chang Ting ruins everything, she touches her lips to signal him to stay quiet. According to her, her captain gave clear orders that if he interferes too much, she can kill him, so it's better for him to stay silent. But Takedo is not afraid of that threat. After all, she is just one, and they are two. However, at that exact moment, something very strange starts happening to the young man. His head seems to throb in a weird way, the pain becomes unbearable, and he ends up collapsing to the ground. A terrible magic emerges on the young man's body, who feels something different and green taking over him. Ting watches all of this very alert as he has no idea what is happening, while the young man kneels before the Scorpion Woman with a deep headache that won't go away at all. Realizing she is in control of the situation, the woman starts throwing a series of nasty jokes at the young man. Now it's time for her to get the answer she has been wanting to hear. However, both he and his friend are in a complete state of despair. At that moment, a voice echoes from the back of the room, and it seems they are looking for the Scorpion Woman. Then 4 new characters enter our story, and apparently, one of them is quite bald. Not knowing how to react, the woman simply shouts a terrible curse word out of desperation. Not knowing what the hell is going on, our protagonist takes the opportunity to interrogate the woman, who explains who they are. That old bald guy calls her an old witch and seems very happy to have finally found the sorceress. But at this moment, our hero doesn't quite understand who these people are and what they want there. To sum up the story, they are a team that is constantly in conflict with her, and to make matters worse, she castrated that bastard. It was at that moment that the young man jumped up and almost choked on that disgusting information. In a puffed up manner, the team of Avengers is there just waiting to attack. Now the bald one seems more aggressive than before and is ready to strike. But our sorceress does not take those insults quietly and starts to further fuel the rage of the Nuthhead. It seems he will not rest until he finishes the Scorpion Sorceress and is determined to do so. Conjuring her greenish power, the woman casts a powerful spell before everyone's eyes. At this moment, to gain even more power, she also lifted the curse cast on the 2 boys. Raising all of her strength at that moment, the woman stands before everyone and launches her powerful magic against those fools. This force was so great that it almost took the form of a terrible greenish dragon. But what she did not expect was that the friends also had a certain level of power, and the one holding a bat smiled. Facing the powerful witch's magic, the one holding the bat raised his weapon to defend the others. At that moment, the sorceress fell silent because that was supposed to work immediately, but he just laughed back. Meanwhile, the old bald guy kept spewing threats and insults at the Scorpion Woman. Things were literally not going as expected for the woman. Continuing the series of attacks, one of the kids unleashed a massive cosmic dust. His attack power was tremendous, and the sorcerer's body flew across the room like a sheet of paper. At the old man's signal to attack, their forces joined together before the sorceress to deliver a massive blow. However, before they could finish their attack, they heard a series of gunshots fired at them. It was our dear Takedo, who, before they could move, made sure to unload his weapon on them. Not only that, but Chang Ting also jumped into the fight and even said that the Scorpion Woman would owe him a certain favor afterward. At this moment, the team becomes a bit desperate, as they are not sure they will survive the dude's attack. Without further ado, the gang leader declared that it was time to attack. Knowing they could escape, the Scorpion Woman shouted for the boys to stop them. However, the damn gang knew how to perform a certain type of magic. Before they could see, those bastards quickly and powerfully ran away from there. But at this moment, the sorceress became extremely furious because the 2 had let them escape. Taking a deep breath, the sorceress says that all of this was her fault. But what made her feel more relaxed was knowing that the 2 chosen to join the Celestial team were still alive. At this moment, with all his malice, our protagonist asks if she doesn't want to hear a proposal. Smiling immediately, she asks if he's suggesting that she should join them. Extending his hand, our hero smiles and confirms that the proposal is exactly that. That answer was so quick that she couldn't even